The identity of the Dark Lady from Shakespeare's sonnets has eluded scholars and historians for more than 4 centuries. In Black Sonata, you'll pursue the elusive lady through the streets and alleyways of Elizabethan London, catching glimpses and whispers which may yield clues to her identity. You'll need to sharpen your wits if you're finally to unmask the Dark Lady before she slips quietly from the pages of history and is lost. Black Sonata is a solitaire deduction game for ages 12 and up. Hello and welcome to another edition of Teaching Gamers Games. Today we're looking at the solo game Black Sonata, which is a hidden movement game. In this game we're going to be randomly choosing one of these ladies to be the Dark Lady, and all we have to do is figure out her 3 attributes by collecting clues, and then once we've done that and we've found her one last time and had a guess as to what her 3 attributes are, if we're correct, we're going to win the game. So I'll show you how to set up the game first, and I'll talk you through exactly how everything works. So the first thing we need to do is give this a quick shuffle. I'm going to choose one of these to be the Black Lady. So in this instance we'll go for this one, why not? Okay, now you notice on there that there's a symbol of a rose. So the first thing we need to do is find the other rose in this deck. There's 2 of every single symbol. So there we go, there's the other rose, and then we're going to pop that down here, and on top of that all the location cards are going to sit, and that's important as well. So that's the location cards for every place on the board there. The rest of these cards are going to go face up, and you have got a Dark Lady clue card that will sit underneath that there, so that you can't see any of the clues just yet until they're revealed. The next thing you need to do is find the set of cards that look like that, and have pictures relating to all the locations. You turn those over, and you're going to select one of the 8 letters on this card. This is the sequence that you're going to use, so it doesn't matter which letter you pick, just all that's important is that you remember the which location it is. So in this instance I've selected the second letters across from the bottom, and then your next step is to find them and put them in alphabetical order. So as you can see, I've found A, B, C, D, all the way through this deck up to Z there. There are some cards that you won't use, so as you can see I selected the second from the left location on the bottom, and there is no letters on those ones, so that's why I've not used those ones on this occasion. The only difference with these are if you are using the top letters, sequence, the Dark Lady does always move. If you select the gold banded letters at the bottom, sometimes the lady will stay in the same location, so it makes it a little bit more difficult to track her down because she's not always moving. Once you've got the deck in alphabetical order, you are then going to cut it a number of times. It's however many times you want. You have to cut it and not shuffle it, so you take a section, put it right underneath without shuffling so that the order effectively stays the same. You can do this as many times as you want. And then I'll do it one more time and stop. So I'm going to stop there. Okay. Now I've already selected my starting location. That's important to do before this, so obviously you're not cheating and starting in the same place that the Dark Lady is. So I've chosen the Liberty of the Clink in this instance, but the Dark Lady is actually going to be starting in the forest locations. You've got these tokens that can help you track where she is. So at the moment I know she could be there because there's a picture of forest there. She could be over here as well. And I think that's it. A forest there and a forest there. So we know the Dark Lady's up there, nowhere near where I am at the moment. The last thing you need to do for this deck is set the time marker, which is this card here. The standard mode, you put it on number 2. And all you do is you put that at the bottom of the deck there, or set on number 2. And as the Dark Lady slowly moves through this deck, when we see that again, it'll flip to number 1. We'll put it back on the bottom. When we see it again, 0. And if we ever see it when it's on 0, we instantly lose the game. So I'll set that to 2, and I'll put that to the side for now. The next thing we need to do as well, wherever we are starting, we're going to gain that location's card. Okay, so we started in Liberty of the Clink, and we gain Liberty of the Clink. Whenever you move to any location that you've not already got that location card, you're going to take it, and that's going to be important because as soon as you've got every single location card off this card, which was the one that matched the same symbol on that one, we're going to gain that as a clue, and that's going to help us. You need to have that card, that clue card, by the end of the game, so you're going to get some clues from over here, hopefully, and we're going to get that one, and then we can maybe guess at what the Dark Lady is. We need to do that though. We need to visit every location on the board. Okay, so at the start of the round, the first thing that happens is the Dark Lady is going to move, and what happens is we take the top card of that deck and pop it on the bottom, and it shows that the Dark Lady has moved. Now, I did say I was using the gold one, so in this instance the lady's actually stayed in the same place, so I know she's still up there. Then it's the player turn, and the player turn you can do a number of things. You can move to an adjacent location, you can just wait there. So if the Dark Lady maybe moved on to me at that point, I might have just waited there. No, I wouldn't have waited there, sorry, I probably would have searched if I thought she was on me, but I might wait there. You can search for the Dark Lady if you think she's in your location, or you can use a fog card if they're present on top of the deck. There isn't any in the deck at the moment. I'll explain what those do later on. It's to do with when you actually search for the Dark Lady. So let's just pretend for this demonstration I'll move. So I'll move over to Blackfriars there, and then that gains me the Blackfriars location card. That's the end of the first turn, and then the Dark Lady would move again, and then this time she's actually moved to a graveyard location. So looking from here, she only moves one space, so she could have moved to this graveyard here. Let's have a look over there. Could she? Oh, she could have stayed on the graveyard, that's there. So again, I don't know a huge amount at the moment. So I might choose to move to this graveyard, which is St. Paul's. I'd gain the location card for St. Paul's, and then the Dark Lady is going to move again. This time she's gone to a tavern, so from here she could have only gone there, and there are no taverns on any of these three locations that it could have been, so I actually know now that the Dark Lady is definitely over there. So I'm one step closer into actually finding my first clue. So I'll keep going just in case I might find her. So she's moved. I'm going to move to this location, which is Cornhill, and I'm going to gain the relevant location card. And then the Dark Lady's going to move again. She's gone to a coin location, which is where I am, and there's a coin location there. So she could be on Cornhill, she could be on London Bridge. And just for the sake of this game, I'm going to pretend that she is on my location. I'm hoping that she's on my location. I could have searched for her anyway, even though I know she's on one of these two. But let's hope that she's on this location here. This is how we do a search for the Dark Lady. So the first thing that you do is, because I'm searching in Cornhill, I'm going to be searching on this card that's got the coins on. So what I want to do is I want to take this card and slide it underneath. That does two things. First, it stops me seeing the card location that's underneath this one, and the second thing it does is it's going to replace this card. This one's coming out of the deck in a moment, and that one's going to be there instead. So it's going to make it a little bit harder to track her location because the coins are going to be skipped off every time. The next thing we need to do to see if we've actually found her is we know we're in Cornhill, so we're going to grab the Cornhill location card. I'm going to take the coin card, that's her location, put that on top like that. We're going to flip it over and see if we can see the Dark Lady. Okay, so looking through this keyhole here, can we see the silhouette of the Dark Lady? Yes, we can. Sometimes it'll look like that and you will have actually searched and she wasn't there. If I'd have maybe searched in London Bridge, that would have been the outcome. But in this instance, I've searched and sure enough, there the Dark Lady is. So I've been successful with my search. So like I said, that comes out the game face up, and this goes back to my location set of cards there. The next thing that happens is, because I've been successful, I will reveal a clue. So I'll just take the top one from under there, and these cards relate to this Dark Lady card over here. So the symbol on there is a rose, so my clue over here is going to be the rose symbol. The number 1, or any of the numbers, mean how many of these are the same as what's under that card there. So in this instance, the rose symbol says 1, so one of these 3 definitely match one of the 3 that's under there. So it's not a bad clue to start with, but I'm still a way away from finding all 3 of the symbols needed to uncover the Dark Lady's true identity. So after you've done that, I know definitely that the Dark Lady was there, I can take that off. After you've done that, the Dark Lady's going to flee a number of spaces equal to how many clues I've revealed. So I've revealed one space. So you'll grab your location, let me move them out of the way. You'll grab your location deck, and in this instance, she will flee one space. It's effectively a free one that turn. If it was 2 spaces, I would have missed this next movement. So she's only moved 1 space, so she's actually only fleed to a graveyard. So she could have fleed to there. She could also flee to there. Okay. Now it's the Dark Lady's turn again. She's going to actually do her move now, which is to a bolt location. So she's definitely not gone here because there's no bolt locations attached to it. She's definitely gone over here, and the next bolt location is there. So I know the Dark Lady's over there. I cannot search there until I'm on her location, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of chasing again. Okay, so I've been playing through the game, and as you can see, I've found the Dark Lady a number of times so far. I've got lots of clues there, and I've also been to every location on the map, which has then unlocked this clue that was under there, which I needed to do to be able to win the game. But with these clues that I've got now, I think that I've worked out that these 3 attributes are the ones that are going to be on that card, hopefully, unless I've done something wrong. Before I do that and get to the end of the game and how that works, I want to just talk about what happens if you encounter one of these fog cards. So yes, they're not great in your deck, they do clog it up, and you will miss one location that the lady's going to be moving to because you've taken it out and replaced it with this. But they do have another use. So on your go, yes, you can move, yes, you can wait, yes, you can search for the Dark Lady, or try and figure out if you've worked out the 3 attributes of the Dark Lady. The final thing you can do is you can actually use these fog cards. So if I wanted to use this fog card, the first thing you need to do is take another fog card from what's left, replace it, so I can't see what's on this location card underneath, and obviously it's still clogging up my deck. And then you reveal this card and do what it says. So this one says, discard this card and reveal a new clue. So that's quite a nice card. So I'll get rid of that card, and I'm going to get a clue for free, which is quite nice. I think I don't need it because I've already got all the clues in place. Let's just see if this gives me any more information. So rose, looking at the rose icon there. One of these is under that. Let's see what I've put down there. So at the moment, yes, 1 heart there matches. The other 2 are not there, so it's looking good at the moment, but we'll see when I get to the Dark Lady. So yeah, so fog cards can be good, they can be bad. The reason why you might not want to do that is because when I use that fog card, it's out of the deck, and I had to replace it with one of these other fog cards. If ever you run out of these fog cards, as you can see, I've only got 3 left because I've been searching for the Dark Lady quite a bit. If ever you run out of them and you're supposed to put one in the deck, you actually lose the game, so you've got to be careful not to use those too much. Okay, I'll get to the end of the game, so let's just see where the Dark Lady's moving to now. Oh, sorry, that was the Dark Lady's movement there. It was, I don't know where it is, but I will stay where I am. I've just cheated a little bit because I know what's coming next. So the Dark Lady's moved once, and then she's just moved again towards the beer symbol. So she moved once and then towards a beer symbol. The only beer symbols are down here, so she's actually going to be on my location, which is quite handy, because now I'm going to attempt to discover this Dark Lady's attributes and see if I've actually won the game. So it works the same way as when you search. So I need to find Eastcheap. Let's just put a fog card under here because I'm doing a search. I need to find Eastcheap. I need to put that location card on top, and hopefully if I can see the Dark Lady, yes, there she is. So I've done well again, I've caught the Dark Lady there. Let's discard that one out of the game. And if I want to, instead of getting another clue card, I can now attempt to see if I'm correct with my 3 attribute guesses there. I'm going to flip this over and hopefully I'll see a heart, a bracelet and a crown. Heart, bracelet and a crown. So yes, the Dark Lady is in fact Elizabeth Vernon in this instance, and we have caught her and we have been successful. So that's how you play the Dark Lady. The main confusions in this game, I would say, is how to set up the the Dark Lady's path, but just pick any of these letters from the top or the bottom, and then make sure you've got them in alphabetical order from A to Z, and you can't really go wrong with that. And then the fog cards, some people have confusion in terms of how the fog cards work, but basically when you're searching, you take out one of the Dark Lady's paths and replace it with one of the fog cards instead, and that's how they work. Okay, so that's how you play Black Sonata. That's everything you need to go, so off you go and enjoy the game.